My name is Kiani Brown.
My name is Ali.
Zach Miller.
Hi, my name is Inuma Okolo.
First name is David Lapal.
Hi, my name is Chichi Okoli.
My current religious status is that I'm Catholic, but I'm not practicing.
I am a Muslim.
I'm Christian.
Seventh-day Adventist.
I'm a Methodist Christian.
Do not have one.
So I was actually raised in like a very religious home.
We went to church every Sunday. My mom, my grandma, me and my brother.
Religion was always there, and it was like a really big part of my family.
I was born Jewish.
I have African parents, and they're really strict, and then like they're really religious at the same time.
You know, like when you get to college and you delve into like finding out what makes you you. That was the first time that I seriously thought about like what I thought about religion, because I was kind of like pushed into it.
I just never believed in God. I like formulated like my own opinion about like life and God and like what I believe. So I've been an atheist since I'd say 7 or 8.
It's probably because a lot of parents aren't enforcing it as much.
The church is not focusing on what they see in the Bible. They're focusing on what they see people doing. So instead of like being in front of the pulpit and talking about like what you read, they'll be talking about what's happening outside and trying to compare.
I don't think it's the religion that pushes, that like deters millennials. I think it's the teaching. So if you're taught in a different way, you attract more people.
Most millennials probably stray away from religion because they believe that they can't believe something that they can't see. Like most millennials aren't able to see like Jesus Christ or God or whatever they practice. That's possibly why they're, straying away, or probably believing in science more.
Instead of speaking about religion, they're talking more about culture, and they're mixing the two together. So now majority of students or youth, they just know the right and wrong, and that's what they want to go off of.
As I got older, I went to a lot of like classes that talked about like people from Africa and like how African Americans like are really invested in like Christianity and Catholicism, and a lot of it was forced. Like they were forced out of their own like original religions.
But it's the 21st century, so if I'm an atheist, which I believe I am, I just don't believe there's an upper power. I believe in like natural selection, natural science.
Always that feeling of like religion being like something that you don't have a choice in when you're younger. Once you get older and you start to discover like who you are, a lot of people try to get rid of the things that were forced onto them. So I think that might be where it comes from.
So there are some people that just be like, yo, you're going to hell if you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, right? I feel like if you teach kids that way, it's a repellent. So most kids, they won't follow it.
I think if the view of it being forced upon people, if that changes, then maybe more people will go and get interested in it again.
I hope so, but everyone's different, so who knows?
It's not going to be something where everybody runs away from it. If the youth take charge in it, then other youth is going to want to be partaking in it.
Sometimes history repeats itself, so I do believe that it could be a cycle. Like some people could stray away, but then, they can go back.
I think as individuals get older, they formulate their own opinions.
If you're not aggressive, you won't push them away. If you're more inviting and more inclusive, more people will tend to go a part of it.